Hi, PerspectiveWeather.com meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Monday, April 5th. Quite a nice start to the week here in the Mid-Atlantic region and really throughout much of the eastern half of the nation. Looks like a relatively quiet period over the next few days. There is a more organized storm system in the middle part of the nation over the next 24 to 36 hours or so that will cause a significant amount of precipitation. That slowly works its way into the eastern U.S. and could cause some showers in the eastern states by the time we get to the end of the work week, Friday, maybe even lasting right into the upcoming weekend. The past weekend started off on a chilly note with record or near record lows on Saturday morning, and that was preceded by a very cold morning on Friday morning. That chill eased quite a bit though on Easter Sunday, and again, pretty mild, quiet weather here headed into the new work week here. This is the record or near record low temperatures that we experienced on Saturday morning. Basically from Maine to Florida, there was very cold air for this time of the year. That happened to be the date of April 3rd. Some of these areas tied or even broke record low temperatures, and many were within just a few degrees of the record lows on Saturday morning. And again, the similar happening took place on Friday morning up and down the eastern seaboard, but everything turned quite a bit milder on Sunday, just in time for Easter. Well, before we take a look at the weather situation for the upcoming several days across the nation, I thought we'd take a look at the latest sea surface temperature anomaly pattern. Starting to get to the point here where we're kind of formulating a tropical outlook, largely based on the sea surface temperature anomaly pattern. Just want to point out a few things I've been monitoring here. First of all, we've had La Nina across the equatorial part of the Pacific Ocean, which is an area of below normal sea surface temperatures, and indicated on this particular map in blue. That continues. It may tend to weaken over the next few months, but this will play an important role in the upcoming tropical season. And again, it looks like La Nina will not disappear completely over the next few months. It will tend to weaken, but I expect anywhere from neutral to maybe a weak La Nina conditions to persist through the upcoming tropical season. Another interesting area, a lot of chilly water here off the west coast of the U.S. here, and this certainly tends to suppress upward motion in the upper part of the atmosphere, and unfortunately that looks like that will contribute to very dry weather across much of the western half of the nation going into the summer season. And they've had quite dry weather over the past several months, so that's not good news in that part of the nation. Another area of interest we'll monitor over the next few weeks, above normal temperatures in parts of the tropical Atlantic here. Off the west coast of Africa, there's some colder than normal water, but right in the heart of the tropical breeding ground here in the Atlantic Ocean, there is some warmer than normal conditions. So all in all, some kind of mixed signals going on, but these are really the areas of interest that we'll be monitoring over the next couple of weeks. Here's a forecast map of total precipitation for the next 3 days. This goes from this morning, Monday morning, all the way to Thursday morning. Not much going on in the northeastern part of the nation. A couple of weak disturbances that could produce a shower or two in the mid-Atlantic region, for example, later on this evening, and again later on Tuesday night, but they're weak systems. The most organized area of precipitation will take place over the middle part of the nation. We'll see in a moment. Pretty vigorous upper level feature associated with that system that will slide slowly to the east during the latter half of the week and probably reach the mid-Atlantic region, the eastern states by the end of the work week, and it could produce a more organized shower threat, let's say Friday, Saturday, Sunday time frame. And over the next few days, pretty decent amount of precipitation across the heartland in the plains part of the nation. Well, let's walk through the operational run of the GFS from 0Z last night. First, we're looking at 500 millibar vorticity field. And there's a ridge trying to pop up here across the south central part of the nation, but we'll see a couple of weak disturbances kind of run around the peripheral area of that high pressure ridge here from the northwest to the southeast as we go forward. Here we are into the evening hours. You notice a little area of some upper level energy that could spark a shower or two in the Mid-Atlantic region later on this evening. Certainly not a heavy rain event. Most people won't even see rain reaching the ground here, but a weak disturbance this evening can cause a shower or two in the Mid-Atlantic region. Then we'll move forward here in kind of a repeat performance tomorrow night. Kind of a weak area of energy here moving into the Mid-Atlantic region, all on the outer peripheral area of this high pressure ridge aloft. But notice out here in the middle part of the nation, or the Rockies, by tomorrow night, that's a pretty organized system, certainly stronger than some of the weak disturbances coming around from the northwest or the southeast. And this is the system here by the middle of the week, causing some decent precipitation out across the heartland and the central plains here, and it will take its time to slowly spin into the eastern part of the nation, but by the time we get to Friday morning, it's situated kind of with a negatively tilted trough axis here over the Great Lakes region, and this is most likely going to produce a decent rainfall threat in the eastern states by the time we get to Friday, and that is liable to last right into the day on Saturday as well. These systems this time of the year tend to be slow moving, so you may be stuck in a nice pattern for 3-4 days at a time, and then a not so nice pattern for 3-4 days at a time. So again, this more organized system reaches the eastern states by the end of the work week and may last into the upcoming weekend. Well, now let's take a look at the surface maps from last night's zero-Z run of the GFS. Nice day to start off the week. DC, Philadelphia, New York City, and Boston. Up across New England, it will be quite breezy, but still plenty of sunshine to start off the new work week here under the control of some high pressure. Now here's that weak disturbance reflection at the surface here with a few showers in the Mid-Atlantic region later on this evening. Could even be a sprinkle or a shower making its way all the way into the I-95 corridor region. By no means is that a heavy rain event. Then we'll move on through. Pretty decent weather breaks back out on Tuesday, following perhaps the nighttime shower or so. And here comes that more organized system. And there's some cold air around for tomorrow afternoon. Could be some decent snowfall, accumulating snow out across the northern Rockies over the next 48 hours or so. Another weak disturbance could produce a shower or two in the Mid-Atlantic region late tomorrow night into the early morning hours on Wednesday, and that will be followed by decent weather for the bulk of the rest of the day on Wednesday. And here comes that system in the Central Plains at the middle of the week, and again that slowly slides to the east, and it could produce a more organized shower threat for the eastern states by the time we get into Friday, and that threat for some showers could last right into Saturday morning, at least the first part of the upcoming weekend. And again, some chilly air across the northern plains could result in some snowfall in that area. So weak disturbances only for the next few days in the Mid-Atlantic region, the northeast U.S. Again, maybe a shower this evening, another shower possible later on tomorrow night. More organized system moves from the central plains over the next few days into the eastern U.S. by the end of the work week. Could produce a decent shower threat. Places like D.C., Philadelphia, New York City, Friday into Saturday. But again, a nice start to the new work week as we begin the day here on Monday. That's it for now for PerspectiveWeather.com. I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.